Hi everyone, it's Shamila here, and I've cleaned up my craft room, so I thought I'd share it with you today. When you come into the door, there's a little shelf here. Everything in my room is kind of reclaimed stuff, so it's either from Tariq's old room or Wisal's old room, or someone's given it to me, so I haven't really spent a lot of money here. So the shelf has got all my Tim Holtz dies. These are some of my favorite dies. And then we've just got some storage things up there. And here we have trying to use this handheld gimbal, and I have no idea what I did to get it landscape, so I'm hoping this is going to work. So Auntie Navi gave me this CD stand, and I keep all my rubber stamps in there. You can see what's inside, and then that's an old little trolley that I bought a few years ago. I'm so busy sorting it out, but it's got my embossing powders and stuff in there, and that's got embossing folders in that grey thing there. And then this was Wisal's desk in her bedroom, because I'm using her old room. She was in a purple and green phase at the time, so I haven't done much to the room. And so that's my Cricut there. And then I've got a pegboard against the wall. So these are things that I feel I need to see in order to use. And then these little storage boxes I bought at Osmond's recently, and I think they're really cool because you can see through them. And I need to label it still, but I've got all my bits and pieces, and lots of my Lady Vagabond things are in there. And then those are albums and stuff that I've made that I've put on display. My trusty Tim Holtz Vagabond, our latest calendar that we've just made. And then these drawers have, Rachel gave me these, so it's got lace and stamps and stuff in there, and there are some of my larger dies in the corner. That's my foil machine, which doesn't really get used. And then in here we've got envelopes, and then that's got different things in there like buttons and little embellishments. Now these drawers I purchased second-hand from someone, and I just had a guy put a full top on here because they were two different heights. So we created a top there, and I've got my big shot used to be behind me, but I changed my room around a little bit. So I've got my big shot there, and next to it I've got a tray which I got from Karina at one of our secret events, and I've got some offcuts of magnets in there. So when I die cut, I put the die onto the magnet sheet there so that I don't lose it. And then this drawer has got stamps in there. Then there's another drawer with stamps. And there's another drawer with stamps. I'm a stamp junkie. And here we've got like all alcohol inks and stuff. I haven't reorganized this drawer really well yet, so it's still a bit messy. And then this here, I used to have my rubber stamps in there, and then when I changed things around, I now have all my offcuts in here. So each drawer has got a color. So that's the green drawer. So before I cut into a full sheet of paper, I always go into the offcut drawer. And then this here is it's a cutting board organizer. So I've got it here with all my my trimmers, my make art station, my scoreboard, so it's right close to where I sit. And I think it takes up a lot less space if I pack it like that. Maybe you have a better way. And then over here is my Rascop trolley. So I've got my knives, I have my blending brushes, odds and ends in here, and then at the bottom, let me just see if I can get this right, is glue guns and organized. And so this was Visal's wardrobe before, and I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before. I got somebody to come in and put drawers in for me, so the drawer comes right out. This drawer has got all my coloring goodies in. And then you can see at the bottom there, those are stamps. So it's really nice to have drawers that pop right out. And if I just move the trolley, oops, there goes the trimmer. You can see inside the door I've got a magnet sheet with some of my dies on, and then here's my, these are all my flowers, so they are in recycled jars, coffee jars, gherkin jars, whatever kinds of jars. So all these drawers also pull right out. And there I've got some of my alphabet stamps. So it's really nice to have drawers that open up. Then behind me is this was Visal's dressing table. So I have got an old frame there that my brother-in-law threw out, so I just sprayed it black. I put some pegboard on there, so now I keep stencils and stuff and my lady vagabond molds. And this used to be in the middle of my desk, so I put it behind me. And that's another CD shelf that Auntie Nabi gave me, so it's got more stamps in there. And then recently I actually put magnets on the side of the cupboards, so I've got dies there, and I did the same on the other side. So I've got dies on both sides, and I think if I see stuff I use it more. I haven't posted this yet. This is my paintbrush caddy, which I did in the holidays. So it's got all my paintbrushes, scissors, pens, and these drawers still have to be sorted out, so there's a lot of rubbish in there. And then the top drawer here has got all my cutting mats and stuff for my big shot. That's got alcohol pens in there, offcuts. Right behind me is a drawer with all my distress inks, and then this one also has inks and stuff in it. Oh, that's a box of stuff that we're going to be selling off. And then this is where I sit when I do a live, when I craft. This is where I sit, so I can sit on both sides of the desk. Underneath the desk is a whole lot of stuff as well, so that's a little fold out table that I use when I do a live. I put my trimmer on there to save space on the counter. And then this is something that I think you can get at the Crazy Store. It's a narrow trolley, so I've got odds and ends like my glossy accents, small scissors and stuff. This is the desk is the only new thing that's really, oh, the desk, the drawers, and the paper storage. And then here next to the desk I've got little drawers that pull out as well. They open. In hindsight, I should have actually had a door put on or a drawer front, because my grandchildren think it's free for all here to come and scratch in the drawers. Then we've got another trolley. Now the unfortunate thing is I have to move this trolley to open the cupboard, but that's how it is. So this one has got ink pads, so, and then washi tapes, bling. I have enough bling here, I'm not buying any more. And then this is a paper shelf that I had made. I still need to reorganize this one, I haven't done it yet. So when I did the desk in the middle, I also did this and the drawers. And then I think you all know my stamp storage that I bought from Sandra. This has got all my wooden stamps in, so let me just see if I can open it. So it's one of those concertina things that opens up and opens up and opens up, and it's got two sides. So it has stamps on both sides, and this is a 25-year collection of stamps because I've been stamping for a very, very long time. So I don't think that I got this overnight. It has been half of my life I've been trying to be creative. And then this shelf I also bought from Sandra, and so it's got my punches in it. The punches I use the most is actually my circle punches and my corner punches. So the others are there for convenience, I would say. Then I've got my little go cut here. This is one of the things we received at the secret event, Karina's very first secret event. And then I've got a cupboard here as well. So these drawers also pull out. There's molds at the bottom, beads there, paints, all my mediums, my lacquers, and then on this side we've got paper and stuff. I won't even go into all the stuff. Then on the side of the desk I've got little, I saw this idea on Pinterest, and so I've got on both sides these little shelves in there to store things. And I think that is it. So behind the door we have lots of stuff hanging. This is just the over the door hanger. So I've got ribbons in my jacket cover actually broke. It's a jacket cover and I just pinned all the ribbons on there. These are my aprons and all my bags and goodies there, so it's a bit of a mess, needs to be sorted out. So that is my craft room. This is my space. I hope you enjoyed having an insight into how I store my things. It's not fancy, but it works for me. And I've just gotten myself, so the two lamps you see on the desk I use when I do a live, just so that there's enough light. But these are, we sell Antaric's old desk lamps that I inherited. So I'm getting two that actually clips on the side so that we don't utilize too much of the desk space. And I'm hoping that that is going to clear up some of the desk space and that is going to work. And then on my counter here, to save the counter, I've got a craft sheet. So when I do heat embossing, when I paint, etc., I can just go ahead and mess and wipe it up afterwards. So yeah. Oh, and then the containers you see underneath the stamps also have dies in. Lots of them are empty now because I kind of put all the dies out. Oh, and inside this one, this cupboard also has some dies on it. So I'm a die junkie, paintbrush junkie, scissor junkie, embossing folder junkie, stencil junkie. I'm a craft junkie. Okay, so from my desk on the second day of 2022, I wish you all a wonderful and prosperous year ahead, and I hope that your creative mojo jumps into gear as soon as possible. And that's it from me. Until next time, see you in cyberspace. Bye now.